Hi, I'm Joanne Morse, a member of the Walnut Hills Historical Society, and I want to introduce you to one of our projects, History Forge. Through a generous grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities, we have access to an online application that combines historical maps and census information to let us explore in detail how a neighborhood has changed over time. We've been working on the Walnut Hills History Forge application for just over a year now. So far, we've loaded almost 1,000 buildings and over 5,500 records from the 1940 census. As a comparison marker, probably our neighborhood contained 20 to 25,000 people at that time. But for each of these 5,500 records, we have information about who lived in our neighborhood in 1940. We know their names, gender, race, occupation, place of birth, and much, much more. We also have loaded 9 historical maps, starting from 1869 and going up to the near present. And we've put in a few street overlays to identify major changes to our infrastructure, such as putting in I-71. We're continuing to build out our application by adding more census records from more years, all the way from the 1850 census to the latest that's available, the 1950 census. We're also adding more buildings, including pictures, a description of them, and architectural information as that's available. And finally, in addition to the census records themselves, we can add information about specific people, including pictures here also, if we have them. We'd love to include your family. But even if in its present state, Walnut Hills History Forge is an exciting way to explore our neighborhood. I'm going to do a series of videos to show you how you can use History Forge. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the historical maps. Get to History Forge. Type walnuthills.historyforge.net in your browser's address bar, and then click on the Forge. You'll see a current map of our neighborhood with a bunch of red dots scattered around. You can use the plus and minus signs at the lower right to zoom in or zoom out. You can go to the upper left and click on the map icon to see all the maps and street overlays we have loaded. Let's look at this Sanborn insurance map from 1930. Zooming in, we can find McMillan Street running east-west and Gilbert Avenue running north-south. So this is Peebles Corner. We can move the map around by holding our left mouse button and dragging the map to where we want it to be. Zooming in a little bit more, we find the iconic old Frederick Douglass School building at the corner of Chapel and Alms. This building was built in 1911 and taken down in 1980 to be replaced by what is now the Spencer Educational Center, built on the old playground. If we zoom out a little bit more and move our map south, we get to Eden Park, with the full reservoir still in place in the 1930s. You'll see that the dots on this map are roughly in the four quadrants of our neighborhood: the northeast, the southeast, just north of Eden Park, the southwest, and the northwest. These are almost all from the 1940 census. Let's look at another map, the 1904 Sanborn map. We click on it here, but in order to see it, we have to take away the 1930 map. We can deselect it, revealing the 1904 map, or we can simply move the blue dot to the left to make the later map transparent. Now we get to see our same neighborhood in 1904. Again, clicking in, we still have McMillan and Gilbert. But to the north, we don't have the Frederick Douglass School building because it hadn't been built yet. And to the south, again, Eden Park doesn't have the Twin Lakes yet. Also, in 1904, Victory Parkway hadn't been put in. Want to see what that did to our neighborhood? Click on the overlay, Victory Parkway 1928, and you'll see exactly what streets from 1904 were disturbed by putting in that thoroughfare. Similarly, you can see Interstate 71 and how that impacted our neighborhood. There's so much more to learn about History Forge, and I'll be doing more videos to demonstrate how you can use the site. But for now, I encourage you to go to walnuthills.historyforge.net, click on the Forge in the upper right, and then on the map icon in the upper left to find the historical maps. Poke around, see what you can find. Maybe you'll find the house you lived in once, or the school you attended, maybe the place you shopped, or the church you went to. There's so much more to learn by looking at our neighborhood through these historical maps. Have fun exploring it, and let us know what you found. Email us at info@walnuthillsstories.org. Thanks for watching this video.